this tournament back in 2013. On that occasion, it was Côte d'Ivoire who went through and ultimately became champions with a penalty shootout win in the end against Nigeria, 5-4 on that occasion. Will they be able to repeat that, I wonder, having not qualified for this competition, in fact, since 2015 when they bowed out in the group stage. Morocco, meanwhile, well, they are on the up and up, having made the final 2 years ago in Algeria, their first time in the final in this age group competition, looking to go one further this time on home soil. Unbeaten so far in 4 matches. 3 wins and just that 1 draw against Zambia in the group stage, where they were somewhat hobbled by the sending off of right back Hamza Bouhaddi. News also from the team sheets as well. Bouhaddi back in the side for the first time since that sending off. It was actually in the end, he was already on a yellow card, but given a straight red for the second challenge, resulting in a 2-game ban. But he's back in the side today, the First Rabat defender. And there promises to say to be a good crowd here. Wonderful conditions, as you'd expect, on the Moroccan west coast at this time of year. Not too hot either. Perfect footballing conditions as we see the young elephants disembark their coach. They've also had a good run through the tournament so far, Côte d'Ivoire. They topped Group D, scoring 10 goals in the process, by the way. The most they've ever scored at an Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. 2 wins and a goalless draw, perhaps surprisingly, against Angola. Then went on to play Senegal in the quarter-finals, the defending champions. 0-0 in full time in that one, going to a penalty shootout. Côte d'Ivoire a perfect 5 from 5 from the penalty spot, and I'm sure the Moroccan coach Nabil Baha will be anxious, you would think, to avoid
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy in all its forms. Everywhere, every time, all across the continent.
Welcome back then to the El Bashir Stadium in Mohammedia. We see there tonight officials and the teams ready to come out on the pitch here. Would expect there to be pretty much a full house here, 10,000 capacity on this stadium, last renovated 6 years ago. Currently the temporary home as well for Asfar Rabat, whilst their home stadium, the Prince Moulay, is refurbished for the Senior Africa Cup of Nations, also taking place here in Morocco at the end of the year. Well, the teams led out then by our Zimbabwean referee, Brighton Chimney. As you can see, the stadium packed with the home fans of the odd Ivorian in there, but that'll be very much the minority here. course, for all of these players, the biggest game of their fledgling careers. The way they react to matches like this may well be a clue for what some of these guys may achieve in their futures.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Ivory Coast.
Now we're going to have the national anthem, starting with Côte d'Ivoire, L'Abidjanais. Great respect shown there for the Ivorian national anthem. Now the anthem of the hosts, the Chirifian anthem. Rendition then of the Moroccan national anthem. That will get the blood pumping. Time for the high fives and fist pumps then ahead of a kickoff. Great energy coming from the crowd at this stage. Have a quick look then at the Moroccan lineup. One change made from the team that won 3-1 against South Africa in the quarterfinals. That coming at right back with Hamza Bouhadi in for Adam Alioui. Adam Alioui dropping to the bench for this one. Bouhadi back after serving a 2-game suspension for his sending off against Zambia back on match day 2. Ziad Baha leads the line, of course, 4 goals for him so far. Look out also for Ilyas Belmokhtar, the captain, on the right flank. 3 goals for him as well, and an assist. Abdallah Uzan, the number 8, also very dangerous with 2 goals and 2 assists to his name already in this competition. There are our officials for today. Brighton Chimene, the man with the whistle in the middle. Alongside him with the flags, Cledwin Baloyi from South Africa and Alice Umatezi from Rwanda. Our 4th official looking after the tackle area, also from Rwanda, Aline Umatoni. Looks like the toss has been won by Belmokhtar. There we see our VAR officials for tonight, led by Yasser Abdelaziz from Sudan, with Babacar Sarr from Mauritania, his assistant in the VAR booth. Hopefully won't be needing to see too much of them. Also a reminder that the Côte d'Ivoire captain tonight, Christ Kouassi, the goalkeeper, 16 years of age. 2 changes made from the side that took Senegal to a 0-0 into penalties, and then produced 5 perfect penalty kicks. Basseri Silla at centre-back comes in for Obli Kouame, who was sent off in that match. Silla, for his first start of the competition after 3 substitute appearances. There's also a return to the starting lineup for Cedric Gobehi in place of Bijounia Zahi. Gobehi started the first 2 group matches, been a substitute since, back in the lineup today, having produced one of the penalties in the shootout in the quarterfinals. We're pretty much underway then, the Moroccan side just peeling off into their positions. The referee with the whistle in his mouth and ready to go. So underway then here at the El Bashir Stadium in Mohammedia. Host Morocco against Côte d'Ivoire in this second semi-final. At stake here a place in Saturday evening's final, where they will be facing Mali now after perhaps a slight shock produced in the semi-final earlier this afternoon. They are eventually easing to a 2-0 victory against highly fancied Burkina Faso, who've been sweeping all before them in the previous 4 matches in the competition. But they just simply couldn't lay a glove on the Mali defence this afternoon. Morocco, of course, in their usual red and green. Côte d'Ivoire in their change strip today of predominantly white, giving away the first free kick there. A foul from Some Adama. There is the Moroccan coach, Nabil Baha, father, in fact, of the number 9 with 4 goals to his name, Ziad Baha. To an early knock for Abdallah Luzan, having quite a tournament already. 2 goals, 2 assists for him. Another goal in this tournament will equal his older brother Zakaria, who scored 3 goals for Morocco at the 2023 edition of the tournament. He also picked up a Man of the Match award on the way as well, which is repeated in their match day 3 win against Tanzania. Just having an early stoppage here for that knock. I'm sure Luzan will be able to run that one off. Looks like the pitch has been heavily watered ahead of the game. Does look quite lush, doesn't it? It is a grass surface here. Just wonder if they might put a little bit too much of water on there, you know. Ball looks like it's hanging up on the surface at the moment. Just here and there. Larouche getting a touch there inside his own area. Now the ball fed down the left-hand side, but going out on halfway. That'll be a Côte d'Ivoire throw. Long ball forward, unable to find Hadara. 6 goals for him so far. Belmokhtar trying to trick his way through. Runs into too much traffic. Aimless ball out from the back, picked up by Soro. Now Diarra. Patience here from the Little Elephants. Wouldn't be at all surprised to see this being quite a tight and cagey first half here in Mohammedia. Now, Côte d'Ivoire trying to come forward. Good ball out to the right-hand side. Solid tackle, puts the ball out for a throw. Youssef Zekri getting his foot in for the hosts. Doumbia with the throw. Touali dispossessed now. Can Morocco do something on the transition here? Belmokhtar's making a run forward. It's picked up now by El Khalfioui. And now spread over to the right-hand side. Bahadi on the overlap. Looks up, stations himself. It's the ball in. It's a little bit over the head of Baha. And Gabehi can't prevent the ball going out for a Morocco throw. Masariki Diabate, particularly animated on the sidelines. Crossfield ball. Looking for the run of Bahadi. Headed out by Umar Soro. Belmokhtar lays the ball off. Peels off to the right-hand side, and then Zan expecting a bit more support from Zekri there. Oh, the throw going straight to Morocco, but the ball won back briefly. Herrera has the ball taken off his toes. Baha wins himself the free kick. Nasseri Silla, the number 3 for Côte d'Ivoire, starting for the first time in the tournament. Belmokhtar this time, just clipped from behind. As you'd expect, our hosts dominating the early possession. Do you think that Côte d'Ivoire will need to work their way into this game a little bit? Maybe weather the early storm from Morocco. Nice ball there for Belmokhtar. First time Belmokhtar can have a run at the defence, and he just doesn't quite catch the shot. Daisy cutter into the hands of Kouassi. That was the first time the Atlas Cubs really got to run at that Ivorian back four. Belmokhtar again on the turn this time. Safety first, tries to slant a ball in. Baha, well, surely he barged into the Ivorian defender there to making a back for him. The referee deciding no. Definitely looked like he backed in there, Baha. Bit of a tough landing, that one for Mohamed Diarra. Back straight into him there. Missed by the referee. Well, that could have been a nasty landing. Looks like Diarra's going to be okay. Harby just screening in front of the back four for Morocco at the moment. You can tell when the Atlas Cubs have the go-ahead, because Harby's very good at timing his runs from midfield, from deep positions too. Primarily a defensive midfielder, but very effective arriving late in and around the opposition area. And the ball over the top, looking for the run of Diarra Suba, put out for an Ivorian throw. Oh, the whistle going there. I only assume there was a foul throw. Chipped forward. Baha going down under pressure again, winning another free kick. Ball forward, flicked on. Belmokhtar sniffing after it. And the flick on. Intercept from Bahadi. Needed to be as well. There were two Ivorian players. Free, and there's going to be a first yellow card here. And it's going to go to Alino Hadara. His first booking of the campaign. He doesn't look best pleased with it either, does he, the 16-year-old? Seems a bit harsh on Alino Hadara. His first, hardly had a touch. His first foul, certainly that I can remember seeing. Picks up a yellow card. Didn't even look that bad, to be honest. Could be that there had been a number of stiff challenges going in from the Ivorians in the last 5 minutes or so, and he was all just the next one. The referee's finally losing his patience with the little elephants. Can they win the ball high up the pitch here? No, they can't. Zachary nearly dispossessed. A long ball over the top. Not quite reading the run from Baha. This referee, certainly anything from behind, is getting whistled at the moment. Our Zimbabwean referee laying down his marker as to how he wants the game to be played. Free kick goes long towards Hadara. Loose ball picked up by Tuali. That's nice work over on the right-hand side. Diarra Suba. Tried to slide that one inside the full-back, eventually picks up, or was it by Doumbia? They do win the throw over there. Do they have a long throw merchant, I wonder? That would be handy. It's becoming a real weapon, isn't it? The long throw coming back into fashion. Throw does come in. Oh, laid off, claims for a handball. Ignored by the referee. Well, I think we'll find that's hit him too far up the arm. Diana Suba battling too hard with Zekri, giving away the free kick. Belarus goes long. One in the air by Silla. Now picks up in midfield and spread onto the right-hand side, looking for the run of Bahadi. He's just going to be beaten to it. Yes, he is. Umar Soro. What's happened here? Now, is that from contact, or is it just the way he's gone over with the challenge coming in from Bahadi? And clipped down the outside of the left ankle by Bahadi. It didn't look like there was a huge amount of contact, to be fair. Bahadi goes all the way back to El Masoudi. And again, the press coming from Hedara. It's gone for Fana in support as well. Belarus goes long. Nicely picked up in midfield by El Khalfioui. Now Belmokhtar looks up. The best of layoffs, really, for Zekri, forcing the full-back backwards. Well, now space in behind for El Aoud. Doumbia puts it out for the throw. 66% possession so far for Morocco. So they are the hosts. Argue that they are arguably the favourites for this. Both these teams unbeaten so far in the tournament. Something's got to change here, one way or another. Touali trying to help bring Morocco out of defence. Adama eventually plays it through, but now Belmokhtar picks up the loose ball, shrugged off it by Fofana. Good play from the Ivorian midfielder. Soro back on his feet again. Fofana just clipped by Bahadi. Best of free kicks, not quite finding its target. Doumbia forced to put that one out for a Moroccan throw under pressure. 20 minutes in, 0-0. Not much in the way of goal-mouth action, it has to be said. Just that one shot really from Belmokhtar, which was a slightly mishit daisy cutter straight into the hands of Kouassi. Other than that, a lot has been produced so far from either side. Morocco mostly probing. Côte d'Ivoire mostly defending solidly. There are the Ivorian fans. Good to see at least some of them have made the trip. Making their, or at least trying to make their voices heard. Won't be easy. So 10,000 capacity here. It's nearly full, I think. Bafana beaten in the air. Bell knocked up. Cuts inside again. Finds Zekri over on that far side. Uzan. Uzan's ball not quite good enough to find El Out. Hedara lays the ball off. Goes for the return pass. And is he going to get in behind her? Yes, he is, Hedara. Hedara puts the ball across goal. And in fact, well, was that a slice? Was that meant? I really couldn't say. Certainly kept Belarus on his toes to tip that one over the bar. Let's have a look at his body language here, Hedara. I think with the shape he's put on that, I think he's just going for goal, you know. Wasn't a lot of support coming up. Belarus had to be aware of that one. So the Little Elephants for the first corner of the game. 6 white shirts to Weymouth in there for Tuali. Goes deep. Keeper stays on his line. And the volley from Hedara. Straight over the crossbar. That'll be a little bit of a worry, though, for Nabil Baha. His defence there allowing the ball to drop. The Little Elephants first on it as well. Oh dear, Adama dispossessed. 4 up in this attack. Ball comes through for Baha. Leaves it for Belmokhtar. Belmokhtar, well, produces the skill, but the second defender comes across and closes the avenue out. And Hedara pulled from behind. As the Ivorians try to maybe muster something on the counter-attack. He wants more support. Belmokhtar trying to get the better of Soro. All over the top, allowed to bounce through to the keeper. Hedara close by. Belarus goes short with the restart. A little bit lucky there, Morocco. See the ball go through the legs of at least one, if not two, of the Ivorian midfielders. Belmokhtar clips one in. In behind here is allowed, and then the first touch just getting away from Kouassi. Given the time to come and claim it. Just feels like the game midway through the first half, starting just to open up a little bit. It's been very tight and tactical so far. Eventually the tackle coming in from Bahadi be another Ivorian corner, and having been on the back foot for the majority of the opening quarter of the game, Côte d'Ivoire, suddenly the last few minutes they're starting just to be a little bit more proactive in the final third. This was the earlier chance for El Out. The angle of the pass not making it easy to bring it into a more damaging position. Now then, another corner for Côte d'Ivoire. The last one was not particularly well dealt with by the Moroccan back four. Rather the back nine, as they are the corners. Tuali takes it, goes deep again. The keeper stays on his line again, not really dealt with in the air. Doumbia spreads it out to the right-hand side, down to the byline. The attempt to cross blocked by Wahabi. And another corner incoming for the Ivorians. to hit it again. Again, he goes deep. And again. Well, Hedara allowed to bring that ball down in the area somehow. There's going to be some words from the coach for the Moroccan players at half-time about their set-piece defending. Confirmation of the possession in the opening 26 minutes of this game. It's hovered around that mark throughout the first half so far. Into the area, or headed up. The keeper coming for that. Was he blocked there by Belmokhtar? Fofana dispossessed. Looking for Wazan. He's been pretty quiet so far, the number 8, actually, after that. He got clipped, didn't he, in the first half? I just wonder if his movement has been slightly compromised from that. Belmokhtar this time dispossessed. Picks up in midfield. El Khalfioui getting plenty of touches there. On the ball again. The man with the sideshow bob hair. Bahadi tries to get the ball through to Belmokhtar, succeeds just about in the end. Here is Belmokhtar now. Gets it again. Treads on the ball. Somehow emerges with it again, though, the Moroccan captain. Stabbed through by Ahabi, straight through to the goalkeeper. Côte d'Ivoire with a spell of possession in midfield. Diarra brings it forward to Soro. His attempted pass half blocked by Belmokhtar. Out. Starting to play that one short. No way through the Ivorian defence at the moment. Just patiently probing for now. Hit the half-hour mark, still goalless here in Mohammedia. Here it is that sitting a little bit deeper perhaps than he might do usually. Buhadi leading the double attentions of Soro and Diarra, wins the throw. What a play down this right flank. Belmokhtar, of course, patrolling this side of the pitch. Not his best first touch, though. Hedara battling for the ball, having to drop deep just to get a few touches there. Fofana now goes cross-field. Diarra Suba nicely rounds El out. Good progress down the right-hand side from Diarra Souba. Still Diarra Souba. Was he clipped there? Yes, he was, says Alice Umatezi. The referee agrees. Free kick for a wide position coming up for the Ivorians. Tuali and Doumbia standing over it. Some last-minute adjustments of the two-man wall for the Atlas clubs. Atlas Cubs even. Swung into the near post, headed away by Belmokhtar. Shot comes in, deflects. Well, does it? No, complete miss kick from Madama. Oh, probably count as a shot as well. Only the third shot of any type in the opening 30 minutes of the game. Now, Zekri with the header in behind put El Masoudi in under a certain amount of pressure there. Eventually, the ball spins out for an Ivorian throw. The best defending there from the Atlas Cubs. Côte d'Ivoire just gradually coming into the game here after a pretty slow start. Attempt to cross blocked. Another Ivorian corner. Now every single, they've had what, 3-4 corners so far. Well, this will be the fourth corner. But the previous three, none of which have been met by a Moroccan head. They seem to be quite happy for the Ivorians to get the first touch on these. You wonder if they're pushing their luck a little bit, the Moroccans. So Nabil Baha surely will have something to say about that at half-time. Get your head on it. Ball comes in. And the header comes in for Haidara, and it's only just over the crossbar. Didn't seem to be under a lot of pressure either, Elino Haidara. Just a smart step away from El Masoudi. He was just leaning back a little bit, couldn't control that one and keep it a bit further down. Oh, Soro couldn't keep that one in play after a slightly misjudged header from the Ivorian midfield. Here's that slightly loose ball. Zekri slightly late in there. I wonder if Zekri might get a slightly late yellow card here. The referee trying to keep the game moving when he can. So made it. Madama, as they caught by Zekri, he was just late. All of a sudden, it's Morocco under pressure here. Ivorians have played it smart so far. Smiley waiting for the winners of this match in the final. And a reminder that Côte d'Ivoire did beat Mali 4-2 in the group phase. They were 3-1 up in that game as well at half-time. Comes across to pick up the ball, wins a throw. Nice play from Mizan, combining with Belmokhtar. Belmokhtar picks up the loose ball after a poor touch from Baha, but the pass through can't quite find El Oud, and now all of a sudden space on the counter-attack. Gabehi eventually crowded out. Baha, though, beaten in the air. Nadama laid off by Tuali. Deep ball headed away by Bahadi. Belmokhtar, well, I guess a little bit of fortune there with the ball rebounding off of Fofana. Uzan. Uzan again. Bahadi. Cut off there by the Ivorian midfield. Uzan in not a lot of space, and unlucky there to see the rebounder come back off him and out for an Ivorian throw. 6 minutes to go before the break. There'll be a few minutes added on as well for a couple of the injury timeouts that we've had in this first half. Hadara smashes a crossfield ball headed on, but Hadara is deep. There was no one there. It was Diarra Suba himself chasing up his own header. Oh, the ball well won, but the referee blows the whistle on to Ali. Bahadi, ball inside to Belmokhtar, tackled, and Bahadi wins the ball back. Harvey, Belmokhtar, Bahadi again, Saudi, cross to a check. Loose ball picked up by Kalfui. assist, a little swipe there on Bel Mokhtar. Good for Fana. He was the wrong side, it was always going to be a foul. Up. Going to deliver this from out wide. He wants to swing this one in at pace. A little bit high, keeper comes for it. Indeed, too deep even for him. Al Nasaudi getting ahead on it, but the ball already out of play at that point. Slightly loose cross-field ball there. Taking the Ivorians out of the Moroccan half. Doumbia with a scruffy touch as well. Nice play from Hidara, holding that one up. Now spread over to the right-hand side. Doumbia there with support as well. Doumbia stabs the ball in, missed by the first defender. Oh, and it's through for Hidara! Oh, fantastic save from Belarus! Ball not cleared yet. Best chance of the game so far, and it's gone the Ivorians' way. And the offside flag is up. Ivorian bench trying to keep themselves warm there. Quite sure where the offside was supposed to be. Great save from Belarus. Made himself big, strong hand as well. Not quite sure why or where any apparent injury has come from. Well, being cynical, you might think that the Moroccans are just trying to take the sting out of the game here. Ivorians taking on water as well. 3 minutes to be added on. There'll be another at least minute added to that as well. I can only think he strained himself making that save. There certainly wasn't any contact with either an opposition player or a teammate. If there was, it wasn't on the arm. So this will be the free kick for the offside flag, which was right down on the byline. Adama to Fofana. Spreads that one out to Doumbia. Back inside. Not a lot of space in there for the Little Elephants. Fofana, nice little shake of the hips there, took one opponent out of the game. Suba was the ball on, but just couldn't quite wrap his foot round it. On the right-hand side there, Doumbia. Just on the getting to the end of the first half here. Certainly the last 10 or so minutes, 15 minutes, it's been Côte d'Ivoire very much in the ascendancy. Morocco dominating the opening half hour or so, but since then, the Little Elephants coming back into the game. Goalless at half-time here at the El Bashir Stadium in Mohammedia. Serika Diabate, though, looks like he's just trying to compose his half-time message to his side. So too will Nabil Baha. Only really one save of note made, and that was Shoaib Bellarouche just before half-time. Dino Hadara swaying his way through. The Ivorian fans in the crowd, I think, will be pretty pleased with the way their team have grown into the game. You would expect, I think, Morocco to dominate the early stages. Côte d'Ivoire weathered that storm and came back into the game strongly. So goalless at the break here in the second of the semi-finals for the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations here in Morocco. Mali beating hot favourites, really, given their form in the tournament so far. Burkina Faso 2-0 in the first semi-final. Got the early goal and then just kept the Burkina Fasans at arm's length throughout. Never really threatened. Morocco and Côte d'Ivoire fighting for the right to join them in Saturday's final. There, the half-time statistics. See Morocco edging possession, but Côte d'Ivoire dominating the last 10-15 minutes or so. That's where most of their shots have come from. Four corners as well for Côte d'Ivoire, and none of them, to be honest, have been well dealt with by the Morocco defence. That looks like being a real point of weakness for Nabil Baha's side. Despite that, I think 0-0 about right for both sides at half-time here at the El Bashir Stadium in Mohammedia. Well, the teams came out on the pitch for the second semi-final of the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations in El Bashir Stadium, Morocco. And it was the hosts, the Moroccans, finalists 2 years ago, looking for a first ever AFCON title, up against Côte d'Ivoire, who won the tournament just once in the past, and that was the last time it was held in Morocco 12 years ago. The early stages, Morocco dominating possession. Hamza Bahadi, a nuisance down the Moroccan right on his return from suspension after a sending off against Zambia on match day 2 in the group. Captain Ilyas Belmokhtar shimmying through, but not really catching his shot. That easy to stop there for Christ Kouassi. Lino Hedara, also a nuisance up at the other end. No support, went for the unlikely shot from an angle. Got it on target too. Shoaib Belarus, though, on his toes, unable to turn that one over the bar. Corners, apparently a point of weakness here for Morocco. Hedara just taking a step away from his marker, not followed, but was on the back foot and couldn't get any real power on the header. That one landing on the roof of the net. And this, the best chance of the lot. Hedara play through. Brilliant save from Belarus. Absolutely fantastic, strong hand there from the 17-year-old. So on as even at half-time in Mohammedia. And more to come surely in the second half. Morocco 0, Côte d'Ivoire 0. Welcome back to the El Bashir Stadium here in Morocco. It's Morocco 0, Côte d'Ivoire 0 at half-time in this under-17 AFCON semi-final. At stake, a place and a shot against Mali in Saturday's final. Burkina Faso awaiting the losers in the third, fourth place playoff. Brighton Chimene, our Zimbabwean referee, prepares to get the second period underway. Our host Morocco in the usual red and green, kicking from right to left in this second half. Côte d'Ivoire attacking the goal on our right. Having been pressed back for the opening half hour or so, the Ivorians really growing into the game in the latter part of the second half. Be interested to see if the Little Elephants can continue that momentum they picked up at the end of the first period. As Nabil Baha, the Moroccan coach, managed to give the right instructions. Bahabi was fouled in the centre circle. Zekri pings the ball across to his opposite fullback, Bahadi. Banarouche goes long. Ooh, the goal given away at the back here. Opportunity knocks Hidara. Diasuba. Oh, Diarra Suba couldn't get past the first challenge. He's still coming forwards now, though. Shot deflects, eventually hacked clear by Kalfiawi. And now maybe some space for Morocco on the counter-attack here in transition. Nuzan, despite the discretion, the best part of valour in that occasion. Thumping tackle. Baha tries to thread it through for El Kalfiawi. Well, the game did open up a little bit in the last 5-10 minutes before the half-time break. Looks like we're back to the stakeout for both sides that we had at the beginning of the first half. Crossfield ball, well kept in by Diarra Suba. Wins himself the throw. Doumbia gets the ball back in play. Ball into the centre for Fofana, but Fofana well tackled by Belmokhtar. Belmokhtar now. Eventually hassled off the ball by Diarra Suba. There he is again. Zekri putting his foot in too strongly on the number 11. It's a little bit of stretching, of course. It's a long tournament, lots of games, 6 in total. for these two sides. Just, you know, a game every 3-4 days. And of course, it's a knockout competition as well, so you can't really rotate your squad too much. Far too much at stake for that. Although both these sides now into the playoffs for the Under-17s World Cup. Dharma winning the ball that time. Chipped over the lot, looking for Hedara. Does well on the volley, but just sliced that one wide. That would have been a spectacular piece of skill from the number 9. Yeah, just a step offside on that occasion. The Mainz Jacqueville forward. Kaberhi. Not quite tall enough to get on the end of that one from Adama. Good interception from El Khalfiaoui. Inadvertent tackle while prone on the floor, but worked out well for the little elephants. That's a poor ball across goal, across the pitch, and Zekri now charges up. Eventually runs into too much traffic. That will be an Ivorian throw. D'Ivoire trying to press forward as they did at the end of the end of the first 45. Haven't really probed into the final third just as yet in this second half. Diarra Suba, nice turn, trying to find Hedara, gets his head on the ball, couldn't really control it though under pressure from two defenders. Zekri turns inside the incoming challenge and stabs the ball clear towards Baha. And that'll be a Morocco throw. Nice bit of skill. Just the chipped pass there. Hedara's first touch, not quite what he wanted. Ball through for El Aoud, who's struggled to make an impact on the game. The number 20 for Morocco. It's only his second start. Had a goal and an assist in the semi-final, quarter-final win against South Africa. And what was his first start of the tournament was mostly used as a substitute. Twice used, rather, as a substitute in the group stage. If he might be the first man to make way. El Khalfiaoui Started the tournament out on that left-hand side. Has been moved into a more central role. To say that, he pops up on the left-hand side. Ball in for Belmokhtar, headed away. Well, Baha went down by the back post. That was ignored by the officials. Baha's trying to stay down as well, but meanwhile, Diallo Suba comes forward. Diallo Suba still going on his own, still more or less in possession, eventually loses out to Zan. Meanwhile, Baha stay down at the far end of the pitch. He's just making too much of that there, Baha. Yes, your foot has been clipped. Staying on the floor isn't going to help. Certainly completely inadvertent and had no bearing on what was happening on the pitch, so... Did not expect anything to be given for that, and nothing has been given. Big claims for offside. The flag eventually going up. About 10 yards offside. I know the lines people are told not to flag straight away. They're supposed to let the game develop a little bit before putting up their flag, but that was so obvious. A little bit of common sense needed, but maybe don't hold your breath waiting for that. Belmokhtar laying the ball off. Does well to shrug off the challenge on the turn. Now Belmokhtar dancing at the Ivorians and eventually going down. The challenge coming in from Fofana. Baha forcefully told to go away by the referee. Even possession-wise so far in the second half. Belmokhtar looks like he fancies to take this one. Swings it into the near post, not the best of deliveries, easily taken up by Somé Adama. The ball out, not the best, and that's easily dealt with by Zan, who then puts the ball out for a throw. Suba lays the ball off. Tuali can't keep it in play. Zekri having a busy time both in attack and defence for Morocco. Now some space for Bahadi. Bahadi charges down the right, goes back in towards Belmokhtar. Threads the ball through for the right back again. Put out a play by Soro. touch, gives the ball to El Out. El Out waits for support to turn up. Here it comes. Who can? Tries to stab it in there, and then the shot rather snapped at by El Khalfiaoui. He's affording to have a little laugh at himself there. Previous clash between these two came at the semi-final stage here in Morocco back in 2013. Côte d'Ivoire won 2-1 that day. Diarra Souba plays the 1-2. Diarra Souba with the shot, the keeper. Well, didn't look as if Belarus was entirely comfortable with the way he stopped that one. And that goes out possibly as the best opportunity so far. And it's straight at the keeper. Maybe try and catch it. Oh, better from the Ivorians. They've got a corner as well, and they've caused trouble with every single one of these they've had, but this time they go short. And the poor ball in. Well, they do say if it ain't broken, don't fix it. 4 corners that Côte d'Ivoire had, each of them flung in and around the 6-yard box, and each one of them won by an Ivorian, either in the air or with the ball being allowed to bounce and come low. They cause that many problems. You'd expect them to try the same sort of thing, wouldn't you? Maybe the next one, if there is a next one. Diarra Souba seeing more and more of the ball for the Little Elephants as the game goes on, the number 11. Oh, but they've lost the ball. Here, El Out tries to find Bel Mokhtar, and the keeper eventually comes for it. Bel Mokhtar goes down, stays down. The referee calling a pause in the game. Well, the keeper clearly getting the ball. There's also clearly minimal contact on the Moroccan captain. Diarra Souba again. Just loosening up his bag of skills, isn't he, the number 11, as the game goes on. Tamale this time, just laying the ball off. Zan getting the foul from Some Adama. Like Some got the ball actually, but well, Hadara's gone down. A collision with Drisset Czech. So the earlier chance for Diarra, snapshot straight at the keeper. Not seen that technique before, must say, from the goalkeeper. It's a new one on me. 20 minutes into the second half, still goalless here. The Al Bashir Stadium. So again, not blessed with a lot of chances so far. Just again crying out for maybe just one piece of skill. Hopefully not one mistake, but hopefully it's a game that's won rather than lost. Obviously, the home fans, well, they wouldn't care how it comes, would they? Neither set of fans, actually. Certainly a lot more Moroccans, as you'd expect, on home soil in the crowd. The Ivorians do have their knot of supporters off to the top left. You just see them there, top left of your screen, over in that far corner. Marzan trying to win the ball. Here he is again, reversing into his man, surrounded by 4 players. Eventually managed to get the ball to around, and the shot blocked on the edge of the area. Hedara tries to lay that one off. Ivorians coming forward. Diarra back inside. Well, the counter-attack peters out, but Little Elephant's still in possession here. Goes long, too long in fact, looking for the run of Gabehi. Gabehi's not had a huge amount of the ball, has he, the number 17? Out wide left there for the Little Elephants. Zekri plays the ball back inside, helped across the right by Hardy. Now the long ball up top, looking for Baha. Marzan chips the ball back in. There's Marzan again. Tries to, does manage to get. Manages to get round Diarra eventually. So Marzan to take the free kick. Get some wise words from the coach as well, Nabil Baha, before taking it. Not of 5 players on the edge of the area there. Doesn't get it past the first man on the edge of the box. Fiawi puts the ball back in there. This might work well. And there's the opener. And the flag goes up. I think El Masoudi knew as well. Didn't even bother celebrating that one. Just started running straight back. He's offside there. He's offside there. And he's offside there as well. So, yeah. Same man off 3 times. Diarra now. Running at Zekri. Diarra-Suba's got 3 men on him over on that far side. And I think he's a little bit upset he's not been given the corner. Well, he's a bit of a one-man band at the moment, Diarra Suba. He's being tugged there. I mean, that's a foul from Zekri. Literally hauled him to the ground. I do like the way Basiriki Diabate holds himself on the sidelines there, tries to be calm. It does help the players, you know. I know some coaches are known for being real firebrands on the sidelines. Sometimes that doesn't help the players. The Elephants losing the ball in midfield. Diarra Suba trying to win it back, but legally says the referee. 70th minute, by the way, still not got the first substitution. Didn't quite get shoulder to shoulder, just behind the shoulder blade. Not much in it, just behind. Zekri loses the ball, then holds his man back. Well, that's surely going to be a yellow card for Zekri. No. Doumbia to take the free kick, hangs it in there straight at the keeper, who decided yet again not to bother catching an easy enough ball to catch. The ball hasn't been cleared, and it's a complete air shot. Fantastic chance for Côte d'Ivoire. And they fluffed their lines in the 6-yard box, the little Elephants. Ball came in here. I mean, there's no excuse for the keeper not to catch that one, and he's put his team in trouble. Oh no, and it's Kambu Fofana. Just misjudged it. Complete slice. Oh, the way the possession stat you saw pop up on the bottom of your screen may have been slightly misleading. Côte d'Ivoire with 54% of possession in the second half, not overall in the game. It's 54% to 46 in Morocco's favour. Shake of the head for Moise Diarra Suba. Can't get past his man, but I think that's going to be first corner of the game. Indeed it is, first corner of the game for Morocco in the 73rd minute. Belmokhtar to take it. Are we going to get some substitutions here, I wonder? I think neither side made any subs yet. Seems a little unusual. Diarra Suba, one of the bigger guys in the team, back there defending. Minutes plus stoppages to go. in the second half. Belmokhtar. Well, the corner in, headed away by Fofana. Will get another go to find something better. With the set piece here, Belmokhtar. Left-footed again, plenty of red shirts to aim at. All four of them. This time goes deeper, too deep, in fact, straight out on the full, a waste from the Moroccan captain. Silla puts his foot through it. Nicely chested down by Haidara. Haidara just checked his run, didn't he? Combination of Etchek and El Nasaudi just escorting that ball out of play. I guess both coaches will be beginning to have thoughts about penalties. Côte d'Ivoire, of course, beat Senegal on penalties after a 0-0 draw in the quarter-finals. 4 of the players who took penalties on that occasion out on the pitch at the moment. Only Elvis Nguessa is missing. He's waiting on the bench, though. Nguessa. That's if Bassiriki Diabate wants to put in the same 5 players into that shootout. 15-minute or 13 minutes plus stoppages to go, though. So Zan puts the ball in, just misses the run of El Oud. Stamped down, but only go as far as a red shirt. Zekri now flips the ball in there, headed away. Picked up by Haidara. Haidara turns, plays the ball through. Good cover. Diarra Suba dispossessed. The ball eventually going out for an Ivorian throw, and it looks like we are about to have the first substitution of the game. So Elias El Arbawi comes on. Now I wonder if El Arbawi is going to play as the left back and push Zekri further forward here. They got choices. Looks like Zekri's sitting slightly deeper, at least for the moment, so allowed for El Arbawi. Plays for Athletic Club Bilbao, by the way, in Spain. The first change of this Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations semi-final. Diarra Suba half blocking that, losing his boot in the process. Look at the earlier near opportunity for El Oud, who, yes, really has struggled to make an impact on the game. Ozan holds the ball up, then sliced out of play by Zekri. And as we saw in the first half, the Ivorians getting stronger the deeper we go. 10 minutes to go now, plus stoppages for one of these sides to try and avoid the lottery of penalties. Well, that's headed out. Not cleared yet. Eventually, Gabehi hassled off the ball. He charges down the clearance, but goes out for a goal kick. And now a first change. Cedric Gabehi has struggled to make an impact in this one, so like for like. So Halio Bamba started subbing the first two group games, started the last two in place of Gabehi. He gets a chance to come back on, maybe stake his claim for a place in the side in either the final or the third, fourth place playoff, depending on just exactly what the Little Elephants managed to qualify for here. He's 15 years of age, by the way, Bamba, so in theory should be eligible for the next edition of this competition as well. Some of the sides turning up at this Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, particularly young sides. You're thinking of Tanzania especially. Basically an entire team of 14 and 15-year-olds. They've got another 2 years together, can play the entire qualification process and the next AFCON together if they qualify. And you would think, given the potential they showed, they probably will. Meanwhile, Bel Mokhtar sachets and sways his way through a couple of challenges, eventually tripped. Kouassi throws himself on the ball. Yeah, were either of these sides brave enough now to try and find the winning goal? Try not to just play for penalties now. Try and win the game in the time available. Near interception at the back. Playing a dangerous game there, the Atlas clubs. Atlas Cubs even. There's Zekri on this near side. Looks like Diarra Suba's furthest man forward now for the Ivorians. Didn't take a penalty in the semi-final. Well, Diarra Suba through here. Oh, brilliant save for Belarus. I think the flag was surely going to go up. It has, in fact. I think Diarra Suba knew as well. Yeah, he knew. Definitely seems to have been a bit of a swap in, not in personnel, but in positioning. Alina Haidara definitely sitting deeper now than he was earlier in the game. Kambu Fofana looks like he's struggling a bit now. Is that a touch of cramp? So it's not hot out there, but it's not It's not the depths of winter either. Well, a few of the fans at the back there, trying to get an Icelandic thunderclap going. Fofana coming off, and I think that if that is cramp, it's surely now a good time to get a fresh pair of legs out there into the midfield areas. Chikmano might be a good shout for that. Well, 4 minutes plus stoppages to go. So it's been a fairly even game. Morocco produced just 3 shots at goal, one of them on target in the entire match so far. Uzan comes forward, stopped by Fofana. Looks like he wants to take this one. There is going to be a change in Kambu Fofana. Definitely is struggling. B Junior Zahi comes on, started the last 2, dropped to the bench for this one. Still a club midfielder coming on. That should be a like for like. Good-looking delivery, straight at the keeper, he fumbled it. Well, well, well. Ilyas Belmokhtar nearly taking advantage. What a drop that was from Christ Kouassi. It was straight at him, right down his throat. Maybe he just needed to take a step out, come to it. Belmokhtar didn't really have time to react. Morocco coming forwards again. Here's that. He's made his way into the area, eventually crowded out by 3 white shirts. Not the best of clearances, though. Oh, Fowler goes against Junior Zahi. Ball just catching the top of his arm. Again, Brighton Chimene. Referee just laying down the law. Ball swinging towards the back post. The keeper not taking the risk of trying to catch that one. Was at full stretch, I think, just to tip that one round the corner. Just in the last few minutes, suddenly Morocco waking up as an attacking force. And here come the Ivorians, the pass for Hedara. Not quite there. And the long ball flipped forward like that. Was that a crossbar challenge? Going in as well, wasn't it? Hedara lays the ball off for Diarra Suba. It was a fairly tired-looking ball through, wasn't it? We're now into stoppage time at the end. Of the second half, so 3 minutes added on. And I think the reason there's so little added on there is because normally, or rather quite often, you'll see teams use, I mean, by and large, nearly every team uses all 5 of their substitutions. We've had 3 subs in total in this game. I wonder if anyone else is going to be introduced in the final moments, maybe with the night, to an upcoming penalty shootout. Just a replay there from the acrobatic Kouassi. Doumbia launches it. Not much to aim at up there. Hedara pretty much on his lonesome. Looks like Bamba's moved over to the right-hand side. Diarra Suba switching to the left. They're inverting those wingers. Côte d'Ivoire. Flicked on, picks up at the back by Diarra. To Ali. To centre-back Diarra popping up on the left wing now. Baha foul against with a tired tug of the shirt. Bamba embarks on a run. Bamba lays it off, plays a 1-2, nearly skittles the goal. The referee, and the shot goes high and wide. Well, good footwork from referee Chimney to try and decide what was going to be the best way to get out of the way. It looks like, for all the world, they're not going to be going to penalties here. As we thought might happen, Diarra Suba withdrawn right at the death here. Remember, no extra time. We go direct to penalties at the end of the full 90. Diarra Suba did not take a penalty last time out. However, Elvis Nguessan did. And put it away as well, so... that a move, I think, directly looking at the upcoming penalties. You've got a Moroccan player on the floor. Zekri, I think. We're going to have a late change then as well from the Atlas Cubs, with Ahmed Mahoub being brought on. wonder if that's to do with the penalty shootout as well, or is it just to replace Sekri? Obvious signs of damage. I think Monsef Sekri about to come off, and indeed the change has been made. Ahmed Mahou, locally based with FUS Rabat. So into the 6th minute of 3 added on at the end of the second half here. El Bashir and Brighton Chimney brings the second half to an end. It's finished at Morocco 0, Côte d'Ivoire 0. The Ivorians making the better of the chances. Morocco monopolising possession, but not really doing enough with it. And so, to penalties we go. So last instructions then for the goalkeepers. I wonder how much, at least Belarus will have been able to study the penalty shootout from the previous Côte d'Ivoire game in the quarterfinals against Senegal. And they'll have some data. Just not sure what sort of data the Côte d'Ivoire coach might have. There's a well-known face in world football, Arsene Wenger. He's famous as the coach of Arsenal for the best part of 20 years, over 20 years actually. Having turned up as a relative nobody from Grand Passat in Japan, completely changed the footballing culture in North London, did Arsene Wenger. Now, of course, one of the big wigs at FIFA. Oh, and here we go. Well, they've taken Morocco have taken a leaf out of England's book, I think, from the last World Cup, where Jason Pickford had his notes for the penalty takers on his water bottle. That's exactly what they've done here for Shoaib Belarus. So then, well, they've got the same 5 penalty takers out there as they had for the quarter-final, Côte d'Ivoire. I wonder if they're going to use the same 5 here, and indeed maybe in the same order. Tapek Touali, in theory, should be first to step up. Now, this is a very important coin toss. Doesn't really matter which end it's going to be. It's going to be mostly Moroccan fans, although there is a knot of Ivorians over on the left of the screen as we look at it. The Ivorians, I think, offering a few prayers here as well. They might before the shootout. The officials, meanwhile, ready to toss the coin. The really important thing here, statistically at least, is to win the toss and to go first. Statistics showing that there is a definite advantage to going first in a penalty shootout. Plus, Kouassi and I'm sure Ilyas Belmokhtar will be aware of that. So first, But there's going to be two separate tosses of the coin, one to decide which end. Well, it appears the referee decided that the two sides of the coin would decide which end it would be. It wouldn't actually be a choice. Croatia a little bit discombobulated about that. Okay. So, Croatia eventually getting his point across. And it will be the Ivorians to go first. So it can make a huge advantage going first. As long as you score, you put the pressure on the opponent. Of course, you miss. Well, quite the opposite. Now it's just down to the goalkeepers and the penalty takers. Belarus keeping his bottle with the expected penalty locations well wrapped up in his towel. Now who'll be up first? For the Ivorians. Just the last raft of instructions from our referee for the goalkeepers, reminding them to keep on their line. It will indeed. Tarpi to Ali to go first. Fans offering up their prayers. Now to Ali. All 5 kicks successful from the Little Elephants in the quarterfinals. That's a short run-up, isn't it? There's the whistle. Well, now he takes the steps back to Ali. It's all part of his rhythm. Waiting for the whistle first. Oh, and the keeper saves it. Well, there was a stutter. The keeper moved to Ali and went in his chosen direction, and the keeper changed his direction. He almost half went. Managed to get himself back up really quickly, did Belarus. And now all the pressure switches on to the Ivorians. Christ, Kouassi need to do something here. So, Ilyas Belmokhtar. Three goals so far in the competition. Well, some of the teammates can hardly watch. He's led the side with aplomb as Belmokhtar. Oh, and he's hit the post. Did the keeper get a touch in it, I wonder? Well, we'll need the replay to figure it out. When it's on as even. Straight against the post. No, brilliant save. Absolutely brilliant save from Kouassi. Palming it onto the post, gets the right way. It was a good penalty. Maybe if you're being really harsh, you could say it was a good height for the keeper. Well, well, well. Now then, for Boué Doumbia. With a really long run-up on this one. Now, is this the bluff? From the right back. Side foots it. Saved by Belarus. Well, 3 penalties, but yet to have one hit the back of the net. Remarkable. Belarus guessing the right way. Well, he's done his homework, obviously. Hey, more difficult for the Little Elephants. They just don't have a penalty shootout to compare with. Yeah, Ziad Baha. This to finally put Morocco in front. Baha sends the keeper the wrong way. And Morocco hit the front in the shootout in this under-17 Africa Cup of Nations semi-final. Mali awaits in the final, having eased to a 2-0 victory over Burkina Faso earlier today. With the pressure all on Côte d'Ivoire now. That's what it means to the fans. That's what it means to the players. So then, Elvis and Gessia brought on right at the end of the game to take this penalty. And finally, the Little Elephants are on the board. Kept his nerve there. Sent the keeper the wrong way. Next up for Morocco, Sakari El Khalfioui. Hasn't scored yet in this tournament. What can he do here against Kouassi? Kouassi's a save warriors, wasn't going to save that, went the wrong way. Morocco keep their advantage. And whoever's up next for the Little Elephants, I suspect this could, well, would have been Cedric Gabehi, but he's been taken off. He took the 4th penalty against Senegal. Who's going to be his replacement for this one, I wonder? Well, Suhali Obamba has to score, really. Bamba, big run-up, sends the keeper the wrong way. Good penalty too, as well, right in the corner. We're back on level terms, but Morocco still to take their 4th penalty. Score this, they'll go 3-2 up. Will be effectively in sudden death. So Amin Wahabi steps up, sends the keeper the wrong way again. Morocco on the cusp. Blasts it down the middle. Statistically, the best place to put it. There you see what it means to the Belgian-based midfielder. Now then, Alina Hedara. Six goals in the competition, plus a penalty in the shootout against Senegal already. In this under-17 Africa Cup of Nations, this must go in to keep the Ivorians alive. Hedara against Belarus. Brilliant penalty. Under so much pressure. And now it all comes down to this, the fifth and final spot kick for the Atlas Cubs. Who is going to step up with their date of destiny here? Oh, it looks like Abdallah Ouazzane. It is indeed. Ouazzane. Oh, saved! Drama! He can't believe it. Abdallah Ouazzane. Decent penalty. Good height for the keeper, though, and he guessed the right way. And into sudden death we go. 3-3. Well, that's harsh on Abdallah Ouazzane. Come what may, he's had a marvellous tournament, as his brother did 2 years ago. His teammates step up to console him, but now, well, these are the guys who didn't want to take a penalty in the first place. Now, who's first up for the Little Elephants? I think it's Viseri Silla. Viseri Silla stutters the run up. Keeper goes the right way, and that was a poor, weak penalty. The third penalty saved by Belarus, and now another chance for the Moroccans. It wasn't a good spot kick. Not far enough in the corner, not much power on it either. The 16-year-old central defender making his first start in the competition, by the way, today. Couldn't find the back of the net. Now then, Kouassi. Sent the long way. And Ahmed Mahoub has sent Morocco into the final of the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. Only came on right at the end of the game. Monsef Zekri hobbled in the final moments, and he stepped up in sudden death and sent Morocco into the semi-final of the tournament, into the final of the tournament. And Christ, Kouassi there, still surging with energy. And adrenaline, no doubt. Exhorting with his teammates to get up, cheer their fans, and remember they've got the third, fourth playoff still to come against Burkina Faso. Well, that will be dreadful disappointment for the Little Elephants. They'll have fancied their chances having come through a penalty shootout against Senegal in the previous round. And that's what it means to be on both sides of the coin there. Delight and dejection in equal measures. Well, what a finish that was. The crowd disperse into the Mohammedia night. Baseri Silla, unconsolable.